Alright, we are back with part 16? Yeah, I think that's right. Let me just check while it's loading. Yes, part 16 of Timegranite. Why are you lagging this? Why are you making those noises? To a fortress. There we go. Alright, yes, part 16 of Timegranite. In this part of Timegranite, we do things, I suppose. I do have one big idea. I don't think my military is actually training, and yeah, we should probably get them doing that, you know? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think they actually are training. Luckily, I have open the wiki because I've not, you know, I don't. Let's see. I mean, that's what I've done though, isn't it? Like, oh, not the sixth. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all you need to do. You know? And I mean, I know that this is set up as a barracks. Yeah, see, it's a barracks. Yeah, that they should train. Let's see, who's in our thing anyway? Let's see if Zan is gonna do some training. No, you're sitting in there meditating and praying to Reg. Oh, there we go. We've done it. We have achieved what we wanted to achieve. And that's the end of this part. I am, of course, joking, if you couldn't tell by my... Yeah. So now now we should have some training going on. Alright. And of course we're doing more bedrooms as well, but that should really go without saying. You know? Past blockades exists, we're doing more bedrooms. Also the strange bedroom here. Yeah, this is just gonna be a bedroom. Maybe I should give it to someone in position of... Maybe I should give it to someone special. Hey Reg, what's the name of your significant other? Aban. Yes, Aban. Zata Multar. That's a Multar. Okay. Aban Z. Yes, so Aban is going to get this special bedroom, which will also legally be part of, because, you know, husbands and wives share everything in Dwarf Fortress. This will also be technically another part of Reg's holdings. What's that there on the Baron's? Oh, chicory seeds. Oh, what? No, Q. Assign a bed to Aban. Let's see, Aban. Here they are, Aban. Yes, it's Aban and Regs. Excuse me. Is that you, Aban? I mean Reg. Yes it is. Want to just be grand, to just take my life off and do nothing for the rest of my days. I mean, if that's what you want. Huh. He sees power over others as something to strive for, and that started after losing his arm. He tends to think before acting, also after losing his arm in 126. And now it's 129. And he's the Baroness. Oh, we got a strange mood. Deuce him. The manager has had a strange mood. Claimed the Craftsdwarf workshop. And has went off to gather stuff. Let's see what you're gathering. Bit of stone. Something else. Some gem. Cut gem. We need to cut more gem. And I think some remains, eh? Yeah, they're going to the remains, the bones and that. Oh, something else. Were those bars? Did you just grab some bars? Yeah, some copper bars. Why is this granite mug the task? You're not using that. Stray run up to camel bone, octagon cut, copper bars. Yeah, that should be some fairly interesting stuff, that. What's the main? Cinnamon. 'Cause, yeah. Alright. Also, we should probably put some doors on the hospital. You know, feels like the right thing to do. And we're going to make the doors part of the hospital zone. Let's see, can I? No, you know, it would be just easier to just put the doors on a bit, you know, slightly higher. Yeah. Which is where I originally intended them to go anyway. Also, we're nearly out of doors. That will be a problem, unless we do something about it. Which we shall. Probably could have used... Wait, we couldn't use a manager because the manager's there. Ah, I thought about that. I'm lying to you and saying, even though you know for a fact that I didn't. Rimtar owns an alpaca and a sow. Mebzuf owns a poult. Sodal owns a dog named Moses. Abel the Ranger owns a guinea cock. And Urvad the kitten owns Fikut, you know, that the Ranger. Yes. That's how the kittens work. That's how cats work. You can tell Dwarf Fortress was made by someone who likes cats. What are you doing standing out there? Are you gathering? Missed them? The engraver? Yeah, you're gathering. Good. Oh, and it just went, did you see that? Just like, and suddenly it's not, and suddenly it's not snowy anymore. Drink seems a little low. We are still non-stop making them, aren't we? No. Flippin' hell. When did this stop being on repeat? Lead a dodging demonstration. Yes, learn things. Become good at your job. I mean, we have got the best defense. Although I don't actually think that these are properly working, but, you know. A petition? Let me guess. No. You will not reside here. You will not entertain citizens. Do not pass go. Do not collect the 200 of the M with the little lines. Oh, someone created a masterpiece large one. Oh, those cinnamon. I don't even know how to pronounce that, and I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try. So the snow is gone, but the ice hasn't melted. How you doing there? Have you begun your construction? Right, what am I saying? I remember it literally said that, yes. Sim started their construction. Anyway, placing the bedrooms, because that's something that we do. Wait, no, that's too uniform. Yes, we'll put it there instead. Much better. And a coffer. And a coffer. And one last coffer. Let's see. A marble figure of Ficod Ringwets. Okay. He claims it as a personal treasure. Ooh, personal treasure. Let's take a look, see what that looks like. What does this look like? This is a marble figurine of Ficod Ringwets. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. The item is a masterfully designed image of Ficod, the dwarf and dwarves in marble by Sim Zarodom. Ficod is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Ficod to the position of outpost liaison of the Foggy Glazes in 3. It is decorated with one humped camel bone. This object is adorned with rings of marble and copper. On the item is an image of radiant cut gem in kunzite. Okay. I wonder, are they still the outpost liaison of the Foggy Glazes? No. Kickrost is instead. While we're here, our queen is Yerst. Obok is the Count of Paint Curious and a herbalist. Zephon is the Countess of Pride Trades. Ah, there's our reg, Baron of Timegranite. Id Shashton Bomrek is the Baron of Paper Truth and a drunk. The Baron and is also a drunk. A good profession for a Baron to have. Datan of Crypt Sound is a bone carver. Kickrost is the Baroness of Arrow's Sabre and a brewer. Ingiz is the Baron of Watch Guilt. Nako? Nako's not a dwarven name, is it? I ain't never heard of Nako being a dwarven name. What does that mean, and where does that come from? Yeah, Nako is a... Is that a goblin word? Yeah, it's a goblin word. It means torment. Why, does it say goblin? No, Nako does not seem to be a goblin. Bembil is the Baron of Boltburfs. Aslot is the Baroness of Stockade Puzzle. And Olin is the King Consort. Cadol is the Baron of Trade Trances and a Herbalist. Catan is the Baroness of Labour Judges and a Herbalist. Dusim is our General. And Solon is our Baroness Consort. And of course Kikrost is the Outpost Liaison. But I'm curious about this Nako individual. Like, what's going on with them? This calls for an investigation. I would like you to make a figurine of Nako. Ah. Anyone remember what Nako's surname was? Okay, I remember it had an umlauted U or a special U. There he is. Or her. Let's see. Ah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of Nakos. I think this is the one. No, this isn't the one. Okay. Part 1 of doing this, I need to actually know Nako's bloomin' surname. Let's see, Nako Spostnal. Spostnal. Wonder what that means. Spos is abyss. So it's Nako Abyss something. Specify image. No, it's not. Ah, here they are. Oh, it's Hail Hate. What the flip? Look at this. Monom Inkedflier is a dwarf. But this is not Monom Inkedflier. This is Nako Hatehail. Oh, I get it. Was that their original name, but then they got kidnapped as a kid? We'll see. Make a figurine of them. I want to see. Spring has arrived. Okay, looks like Reg is going to be the one who made it. I think they've already made it now. Let's see if they did. Yes, they seem to have. Let's check the stockpile. Let's check the figurines. Monom Inkedflier. Again, they're being referred to as Monom here. Okay, so is it Monom or Nako? What the hell is going on with this person? They seem to have two blooming names. This requires investigation. We shall investigate the mystery of Nako. Yes. Yes, part 16 will involve the investigation into Nako. In fact, that's going to be part of the title of the video, I think. So now you know what on earth is going on with the title. Or you already realised when I started looking at the civilization's people and saw a mysterious name. What was Nako's other name? Monom? Monom inked something. Nako Hatehail. Yes. First off, let's see. Nako. No, Nako Hatehail doesn't seem to exist, so. Let's see here. Monom Inkedflier was a dwarf born in 80. Ah, I see. Monom was a spy. So basically, Monom is a dwarf born in Dwarven world. Yeah, born in a Dwarven place. Became a scout. Fought in a battle. And then became a spy operating under the name Nako Hatehail. But that name still seems to be partially being used because of Dwarf Fortress weirdness, I guess. Training. Strange moods. And the Monom Nako Hatehail. Let's remove the strange moods. In fact, let's just call this part the Monom Nako Hatehail Inkedflier Mystery. Yes. But yeah, we figured out the answer. Monom, you know. Oh, also look at this. Each of them, Monom and a goblin who is also a spy, both tricked each other to try and spy. Oh dear. Eventually they settled down and became friends with some elves over shared interest in astronomy and geography. After scholarly lectures. Interesting. And at some point between now in O2. Let's see, where in O2? Here they are. And Monom became a Baron in O2, giving up the spying. However, Nako Hatehail is still a name that is recognised. Well, we've learned something, haven't we? Started as a spy, became a became a Baron, and is still kinda using the name today. There's Reg. Enjoying a nice plump helmet, are you? Enjoying a nice plump helmet there, am ya? Yeah, a plump helmet. Who are you? Or are you just an animal? Oh! It appears that we have an Elven Diplomat on our property. His hair is extremely long, his head is extraordinarily broad. His small lobed, flattened ears are somewhat short. His spring green eyes have slightly large irises. His hair is red, his skin is raw umber. His nose is slightly hooked. Yeah, we have an Elven Diplomat who just missed Reg. Bloody hell, Reg. You have disrespected the trees in this area, but this is what we have come to expect from your stunted kind. Further abuse cannot be tolerated. Let this be a warning to you. Uh-huh. Look. It's fine. We're not gonna cut down that many trees. Okay? We've already cut down plenty enough trees. Look at the stockpile. Actually, probably shouldn't tell them to look at the stockpile of wood we have. Oh dear. And Elven Diplomat. Yes. That's a good title. And it just fits. But yeah. Now what the elves want is really not that hard to do. They don't want me cutting down too many trees. That's fine. Quite frankly, we don't need that many more trees. Oh, it's another ribald poetic form. Let's see. This is no particular subject. It's just a funny, vulgar poem. But yeah. You know, it's not like the elves are asking all that much. We've already acquired enough trees. We don't really need that many more. Like 1 or 2 every year was fine enough for our purposes. Let's see. Right, so this is a warning, and eventually they're going to give us a, and they haven't given us the thingy-mabob yet, the, you know, the rule. But yeah, there's no problem with the elves. They're not going to ask that. They're not going to ask that much of us. You know, please can you find it in your heart to not cut down 100 trees a year? I mean, I don't feel like I'm going to be cutting down 100 trees a year. You'd have to really try. You know? You'd have to really try to hit that many trees a year. Because, like I've shown before, let's cut down a tree. Don't let the diplomat see. Let's cut down a tree right now. So this one tree produces how many logs? Well, we're gonna see in a second. Timber at some point. Okay, that tree produced. Let's see how many logs that tree produced. Two logs there and a log there. So that's 3 logs. And that's a fairly small tree. That was a fairly small tree. But if every tree was 3 logs each, that would be 300 logs. And quite frankly, where would you possibly be able to stick that many bloody logs? You know? You'd be taking literally years to do that. The Elven caravan has arrived. Thinking about elves, the Elven caravan arrived. Well, I feel like that's a good spot to end this episode. Let me just make a few notes. Let's see. Next part, we will get trade goods to the depot. And we shall, of course, at the same time, and then we shall trade with elves. That's the plan for next time, yeah. A good plan, I'd say. I'm sure you'll agree. Unless you're one of those people who, you know, goes so far into that blooming hates all the elves meme that you're gonna be going, yeah, elves, murder them all. But we're not gonna do that, because that would be impolite. So yeah, see you next time on Timegranite.